Deb from Dolce Bella Designs, and today I'm here to teach you how to do this wonderful, exciting new stitch. It's called the puff stitch. The puff stitch is made, it creates wonderful thick baubles on the front side of your fabric, and on the back side it's nice and flat. The puff stitch is a great stitch that we can use in combinations with other stitches or just by itself to create a thick, dense, bubbly type of fabric. I have a couple of examples here using the puff stitch. The first example is a blanket, and you can see that I have rows of puff stitches in between rows of cluster stitches. So that is showing it used with other types of stitches. I also have another project here using the puff stitch with the moss stitch. And in this example, I made a mini puff. They're not near as big, but you can see that there's texture on the one side, and on the other side, it's much flatter. You can use this in combination with other stitches to create unique looks. Here's the moss stitch with rows of puffs. You can see the puffs right here, and then the moss stitches in between. So the puff stitch is very unique and very versatile to use with many different other stitches. So today we're going to learn the basic puff stitch. So if you want to grab your yarn and your crochet hook, we will get started. So we're going to start by making a slip knot at the end of our yarn. There's lots of different ways you can make a slip knot. I use my fingers. A lot of people use their hook. It doesn't matter, just make your slip knot. Now the puff stitch, if you're doing just the puff stitch, it is going to start with any odd number of stitches or odd number of chains. So I'm going to crochet 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, and 21. So I have 21 chains. That's an odd number. We are going to start by skipping the first chain and going into the second chain. We're going to single crochet. We're going to make a foundation single crochet row. There's one single crochet into the next stitch, single crochet into the next, and we're going to single crochet all the way across that first row, making a solid foundation row for us to work our puff stitches in. I will meet you at the end. I am at the end of my first row of single crochets. I'm going to go into that last chain and I'm going to make a single crochet. And now we are ready to start row 2, which will be our puff stitches. We are going to chain 1 and we are going to turn and skip this stitch, and in the second single crochet we're going to create our puff stitch. We're going to yarn over, insert our hook, pull up a loop. Pull it up fairly tall. Yarn over, insert again, pull up a loop. You now have 5 loops on your hook. Yarn over, insert your hook, pull up a loop. You have 7. Yarn over, insert your hook, pull up a loop. Now you have 9 loops on your hook. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Now you're going to yarn over and pull through all 9 loops. We're then going to chain 1 to close that stitch. Okay? We are going to skip the next stitch, and we're going to make the next in the next stitch, in the next single crochet, we're going to do another puff stitch. So yarn over, insert your hook, pull up a loop. Yarn over, insert again, yarn over, insert, pull up a loop, yarn over, and pull up a loop. 9 loops on your hook. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yarn over, pull through all 9, chain 1 to close up that stitch. Okay, one more time, we're going to skip a stitch, we're going to yarn over and into the next stitch, insert our hook, pull up a loop, yarn over, insert, pull up a loop, that's 2, yarn over, insert a hook, pull up a loop, that's 3, yarn over, insert your hook, pull up a loop, that's 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 loops on my hook. Yarn over and pull through all 9, chain 1 to close up that stitch. That is what we're going to do all the way across. We're going to skip a stitch, yarn over, insert your hook, pull up a loop, yarn over, insert, pull up your loop. Third time, yarn over, pull up a loop. And the fourth time, yarn over, pull up a loop. 9 loops on your hook, yarn over, pull through all 9. Chain 1 to close that stitch. You're going to continue this across the row. I will meet you at the end. I've chained 1, I need to skip a stitch, and in this last stitch, I am going to make a single crochet. Oops, in that turning chain. Okay, there's our first row of puff stitch. Puff stitch. Okay, now I'm going to chain 1. I'm going to turn, and I'm going to single crochet in that first one. We are going to do a single crochet in every stitch across. So, single crochet. Here's your chain. I'm going to go in between the 2 of them, and the top of that one. In the chain 1 space, between, into the chain 1 space, in between, single crochet in the chain 1 space, single crochet in between them, single crochet in the chain 1 space, single crochet between, single crochet chain 1 space, single crochet between, single crochet in the chain 1 space, single crochet in between, single crochet in the chain 1 space, and then I need to single crochet right here at the end, that turning chain. So now we have a single crochet row. That's our row 3. Now we need to chain 1, turn our work, single crochet in the first stitch. Then we're going to do a puff stitch in the next one. Yarn over, insert our hook, pull up a loop, yarn over, insert our hook, pull up another loop, yarn over, insert our hook, pull up a loop. One more time, yarn over, insert your hook, pull up a loop, 4 loops on your hook. Draw a loop through, yarn over, and yarn, pull through all 9. Chain 1, skip a stitch, yarn over, pull up a loop. Do that 4 times. There's 1, 2, 3, 4. You'll have 9 loops on your hook. Yarn over and pull through all 9 loops. Chain 1, skip a stitch, yarn over, insert your hook, pull up a loop. There's 1, 2, 3, and 4. Yarn over, pull through all 9. Chain 1 to close that stitch. Skip the next stitch, yarn over, pull up a loop. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 9 loops on your hook, yarn over, pull through all 9. Chain 1, skip a stitch 4 times, yarn over and pull up a loop, inserting into that same stitch, and there's 4. You'll have 9 loops on your hook, yarn over and pull through all 9. Chain 1. We'll do that to the end of the row. Skip a stitch, puff stitch, chain 1, skip a stitch, puff stitch, chain 1, all the way across. I'll meet you at the end of the row. Okay, I'm at the end of my row. I'm going to skip a single. I'm going to do the last puff stitch 4 times, yarn over and insert your hook. 3 and 4, yarn over, pull through all 9 loops, chain 1, and then do a single crochet in that last stitch. And now we are ready to go on to row 5. So your puff stitch is going to be a row of single crochets, a row of puff stitches, a row of single crochets, and a row of puff stitches. Then you'll chain 1, turn your work, you yarn over and insert 4 times. You can do a mini puff or a small puff by only yarning over 3 times, and it makes it smaller. Or you could yarn over and insert 5, 6, or 7 times, and it will become a very, very thick and large puff. Ladies and gentlemen, is the puff stitch. If you please be sure to take time to like and subscribe to my channel and leave a comment. Once again, thank you so much for stopping by at Delta Bella Designs. Happy crocheting!